All right, just getting cleaned up. Got to go down to Marilyn's cottage to make sure the pipes didn't freeze because somebody isn't very good at winterizing. Got to have the generator running this morning, charge batteries up because there's obviously no sun and the solar panels are covered with snow. So I got some wood stacked for the next 3 or 4 visits, and picked up my deer head. I forgot it at the meat processor, so I stopped and grabbed that on the way in the other day. That's him right there. I'll let him stay frozen for the winter before I scrape them out and clean them up and put them on the barn with the other ones, I guess. Maybe I'll varnish this one and bring it inside. Got the snow blower hooked up, ready to go. Everything's working. Although it's getting harder to hook the hydraulics and the PTO up in your 60s than it is in your 30s and 40s and 50s, but it's working. Took the dog for a couple runs this weekend. He's good to go. Probably turn the generator off. Let's see what the batteries are at. Yeah, battery bank is up to 55.7, so 56, 55, that's about a full charge on the batteries. Pond's not quite frozen yet, so I didn't bother cutting a hole in it for the sauna. And gonna take one little short walk here with the dog. I want to check one of my stands where I saw a pack of coyotes running this winter or this fall when I was sitting in there one morning, or I guess it was in the evening. I could hear them barking and yipping over by the river, and sure as crap, about 10 minutes later, they ran right by me, right on the edge of the cedar. And seen them in there a couple years ago. They killed a deer right inside there. So now that we're getting tracks, whoop, there goes Rocket. Now that we can see tracks better, I'm gonna get some snares out there and see if I can't snag a couple of those things, and I'll get the hides off them, make Marilyn a nice scarf she can wear to her fancy galas and everything. I was sitting in the shack yesterday. I sat in there from 11 o'clock to 5 o'clock. Didn't see anything. When I got out and I'm walking back up the cabin, and just about 20, 30 yards behind me, I can't see. I've only got windows on 3 sides, so I can't see behind me. Had some big old tracks. The guy walked right behind me, and it was snowing pretty good. If I got out of there at 5 o'clock, quarter after 5, I'll bet you he walked by me a half hour before that. Walked right behind me. Little booger. There's so much snow now, you can't hear anything. Like when it's just the leaves. So, just right over here, that's the trail. You can drive out to the marsh. But back in here, I put a stand a couple of years ago. And, haven't shot anything out of it yet, but saw a nice one in there early in the bow season and didn't get a shot at him. But you see the cedar all through there on the bottom of the hill. That's where the deer like to walk. I mean, sometimes they walk up here in the open hardwood, but a lot of animals like to follow the edge right there. And wherever the deer walk, that's where the coyotes walk. Actually, half the time coyotes don't do much walking, they do jogging. That's why they're a little harder to shoot. But right in here, you got a lot of rhino tracks back here, but oh, there's deer tracks right there. When I set trap snares, and don't like to bring Rilo because he mixes up all the tracks. His tracks look so similar that it's harder to figure out exactly where to put my snare. But I'll let him come this time. Oh, what's going on here? Tree come down? There's one of my stands right there. Well, I'll be a son of a gun. That tree right there didn't come down since the last time I sat here. Huh. That would have made some interesting conversation if that came down when I was sitting up there. Huh. That's kind of a hoot. Now look at, see the tracks right there? Something came right up over there. It was a raccoon, I think. That son of a bitch went right up my ladder. Huh. Little bastard. You can see my camera over there. Yeah, lots of deer tracks down here. But right down here on the edge. There's my camera. Wonder if it's working. Didn't bring any batteries with me. Didn't even grab my backpack. Oh, it's working. Just took our picture. Say hi. But I come back here right inside these woods here. Is where I'm betting I can find a couple of tight spots. Those are Rilo tracks. I don't want Rilo tracks. But it's 1 o'clock, so I got a hot date tonight I got to get to. So I better get back and clean things up so I can get on the road. But, all right. Got an idea. I'll get it figured out here in the next few weeks and get some snares up and maybe get lucky. You know,